So what does the suite of programs look like for a community manager? My name is Jacob. I work in community management at a large enterprise software company, and this is part 3 of a series I'm doing where I'm sharing what it's like to work in community management and be a community manager. So I see community programs bucketed into more or less five different sections. And so this first bucket is about engagement and relationship building. So you can think of, advocacy programs or ambassador programs or even user groups. So think of user groups as that distributed control model where you're taking your most passionate power users, your best of the best, your top contributors, and in some ways, you're relinquishing some brand control for them to go out in their local communities and host events locally about the product or service to help upskill their peers in that geographic location, or maybe you're divvying them up based on role like admin or developer. But user groups are a great way to get users together both virtually and in person from an events perspective. This second bucket is about education and enablement. So that means keeping your knowledge base and library of content up to date so that your user group leaders, for example, or your ambassadors have what they need to go and execute their meetups on the product. That also means hosting, as the community team, hosting webinars and workshops for your broader community to help upskill them on the latest of the product, how to get the most out of its new features, stuff like that. Also think about certifications in this bucket. So are there dedicated structured paths for your members to level up their skills in this product? The third bucket is about product collaboration and feedback. So think about feedback loops, a simple and easy way for your users, your community, to deliver feedback about the product in a very easy way. Also think about focus groups that you might hold, or hackathons that you'll host for your more technical audience, developers who are building on the product or who are building new tools for the product. Creating feedback loops for your community is a really great way to bridge the gap between your community members and, let's say, your product team. This gives them a seat at the table. Something I always say is our community is building the product with us. We don't have a product if they don't exist, if we don't have that feedback. So the fourth bucket is recognition and rewards. So you can think of this as leaderboards, gamification, VIP access to certain initiatives or early release product features, or even swag, merch. And the fifth bucket is events, virtual and in-person user-led events, company flagship events, and seasonal campaigns. We stay busy in community. Come back for part 4.